Hey y'all, Money Meatloaf back here with another shiny hunting tutorial. I've got a cool macro I'm actually going to build out for you guys live here. And so you guys have seen some of my macros up until this point. We basically have it developed so I have the button presses in order to find the seed. I have the layout for doing the continuing frames. I have the button layout for skipping cutscenes. Now all I need to do is figure out how many A presses in order to get into this interaction with Zapdos, which we should all pretty much know by now, given the interactions with static Pokemon in this game. But it's going to be 1 A press, 2 A presses, and it's going to be shiny right here. No, it's not. But I will see you guys on the other side with developing the macro. All right, so here we are in my macro library here. I just did one for Electrode. Just found shiny Electrode with this macro. But I'm basically going to reuse the Electrode. And I'm just going to call it Zapdos. Should work for the other ones, but just in case. We're going to go down to Zapdos. We're going to edit this. And basically, obviously we stopped here with 1 A press. Now we're just going to do 2 A presses. And we're going to basically just from here figure out how long it's going to take Zapdos to make his little noise, which I'm pretty sure should be around 500 milliseconds. I'm going to, well, maybe up that. I'm going to say 700 is what I'm going to put it at, okay? And so we're going to go bam, bam, okay? And now we're going to stop, and we're going to now go here and put 700 milliseconds. And that is our macro right there. I'm going to share that in an INI file via Google Drive, and that way y'all will be able to use that. But I will get back to you guys on the other side of finding our shiny Zapdos within 10 lines. All right, so we're in the 10 lines website now. If you're unfamiliar with this website, by the way, I'm a Blissey. All those guys get the credit for all that they've done with this research. I'll link it in the description as well for you, just in case you have never come across I'm a Blissey's videos, which I seriously doubt if you're this far down the rabbit hole, you've probably been by his videos. But basically, you're going to go on here. You want to make sure that you have your secret ID ready to go, per usual with any sort of shiny hunts. You're going to go to category here, and you're going to go to legends. And then you're going to pick the legendary of your choice. This macro should work for every single legendary listed here. So it should work for all the legendary birds and for Mewtwo. Okay. And then for shininess, you're going to put */square. It's going to open up your options for that. And then you are going to pick which one you want. This one in particular is I'm thinking that I'm going to go for here the sassy one right here. It's got a pretty good special attack IV, which I like, and pretty early on in continuing frames. And so now I'm going to pull up my software, and we're going to make some adjustments here that I actually have already made. So we'll save some time real quick. But first, I put that information for the continuing frames within Eon Timer, gives me a millisecond number that I'm going to be inputting into this. This calibration is from when I hunted for Electrode, so apologies. It's probably not going to work, but you should start from 0. Don't start from this big old number here. And you're going to input that number in the second non-A push, right? This is basically saying this is how long in between me not pressing A and to me pressing my next button, right? And so this is where you're going to put that information is right here, okay? And in particular, what I really want you to pay attention to is it's this number, but it's minus 5,000, because after you get the seed right here, which we'll go to here in just a second, but after you get the seed, you're holding the A button for 5,000 milliseconds. So therefore, I'm subtracting 5,000 milliseconds from this number right here, okay? And then as for the seed, it literally gives you that number right here. I've just found that usually I'm about plus 60 seconds off. And so I went ahead and just added that 60 seconds to this 30,054 seed timer. Okay. And so that, of course, is 30,114. And so now we're going to go ahead and run this macro and see what happens. All right, per usual for running these macros, you're going to press A, start your game, press home immediately. It's going to bring you right back, and then you're going to press your macro button. Boom. And I will see you on the other side of this being executed. All right, found our seed, continuing frames, press A again. All right, not shiny. So what we're going to do here is hopefully at this point you have the Master Ball, or rather at this point you should have the Master Ball. And I'm just going to use that on this Zapdos, okay? And now that I've caught this, I'm going to go ahead and add the IVs to find out which frame we hit. All right, so went into the 10 Lines website. This Zapdos that I just caught was serious nature. Don't put any gender. And then I put in the IV calculations: level, attack, defense, special attack, special. I missed something. Sorry. Health, HP, attack, defense, special attack, special defense, and then speed. And so you input those values in there, and that's going to zero in on which one exactly you hit. So as it turns out, I nailed my seed number, which is 30,054, which was exactly what I was aiming for, but I was 3 frames off for the continuing frame. So what I'm going to do, and I maybe wouldn't recommend this, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and put in the hit frame number here and make the adjustment, given that it's, not just 1 frame off, it's a few frames off. So we're just going to put this in because we were aiming for 29. We're 3 frames off. Let's go ahead and make this adjustment, and we're going to update this number. I'm now going to put this new number in, minus 5,000, into the 8Bitdo software, and then we're going to run this macro again. All right, we did not hit it again. We're going to throw our Master Ball at this and find out what seed it was, and then make another adjustment. All right, this time we nailed the continuing screen frames on the money. We nailed the advances that we needed. We were just 1 seed above where we needed to be. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to run it again, and we're going to see exactly if the seed that I'm hitting is consistently off. All right, A press. Hopefully this is it. And I got it. One adjustment, and I got the shiny Zapdos. It's that easy. And so I will see you all on the other side of catching this beast, because it's going to be very difficult. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. And there y'all have it. Appreciate y'all watching. If you enjoyed the content, if this helped you find a shiny, please comment and let me know. But in the meantime, appreciate the like and the subscribe. They help a lot. Y'all have a good one.